Okay, good morning, everyone. Thank you for joining us. If you're new, my name is Corey. I'm a physical therapist with UCSD. And today, or maybe I should say back by popular demand, Darby is here. She's our rehab aide. So she is going to be helping with class today. She's going to be doing all of the exercises in the sitting position. So if you have difficulty standing or need an active rest break during the class, you can always sit and do the same exercises that we're doing to keep yourself moving. There is a section where everyone is going to be seated. So if you are just kind of getting started and getting into your exercise area, go ahead and grab a chair if you have one handy, preferably something that is sturdy like a dining room chair, no wheels, and it can have or have not arms. So I'll give you a second to kind of find that. And then otherwise we will get started. So for class today, we're going to start with a cardio warm up. So we're going to get our heart rate going. Then we're going to move into some amplitude training with our power moves, but work on it in a little bit of a different way. Move on to some balance and then also some stretching. So we have a wide variety of things going on today. I am going to get my timer set up for us for our intervals. So for cardio today, we're going to do 5 different exercises. We're going to do 45 seconds of work with 20 seconds of rest. And we're going to go through that routine or those 5 exercises a total of 2 times, okay? So for the first 4, we're going to be making arm movements like we're using a jump rope. Okay, so that's going to be your basis, trying to get our upper body involved. And then we're going to move into different things with our feet. I'm going to hit the timer. So the first one is you're going to march. So you're trying to march and keep those arms moving, okay, for that whole 45 seconds. All right, here we go. So marching, big jump rope arms. And imagine that rope kind of swinging up and over your head. So I don't want small arm movements. We want to try to keep them big to keep that rope going. We'll kind of ease into things, a nice kind of slow march. If you want to go faster, you can go faster. So make this class your own with whatever speed you need to. Okay, and then we're going to take our 20 seconds of rest. Our next leg movement is going to be tapping out your heels. So you're trying to do that heel kick again while we're doing those jump rope arms to get our arms involved. Got about 5 more seconds and then we can start up again. All right, here we go. So kicking out those heels, keeping your jump rope moving. Works on your coordination too. So as these steps get a little bit harder, if it's too challenging for you to keep it up, you could just go to the arms or just the legs instead of trying to do both. Try your best doing both, even if it's not perfect. Three, 2, 1. All right, take a rest. The next one we're going to do for the leg movement is we're going to be stepping out to the side, like so. Catch your breath here. All right, and then we'll start again. So tapping out. Halfway there. Halfway through. Keep it up. Testing my coordination too. Okay, take a little bit of a rest break. And then the next one, we're going to go into heel raises with our jump rope. If you can or want to, you can actually do little mini jumps where you're jumping off the ground like you would with a jump rope. So again, tailor it down or progress it depending on what you need. So I'm going to just do those heel raises where I'm bouncing up and down. Try to keep your head up, your chest up. Good posture. We're working through this one. Halfway done. Three, two, one. All right, take a rest. And our last one is a little bit different. So we're going to put our jump rope down for a minute and you're going to be doing a disco move. So you're going to touch down your hips and then step out and across. We're going to stick with one side for half of the time and then we'll switch and step the other way for the other half. Okay, here we go. Put down, step up and back. All right, and then switch sides. Okay, we move from there. Keep it stepping. Three, two, one. All right, take a rest break. We're going to rest for a minute. So if you need water, or if you're standing and need to sit, or if you just need to catch your breath, do that now. And then we're going to go through again that series one more time through. Using our jump rope arms and going through the different leg motions. About 20 more seconds to rest. And if that little warm up felt easy to you, then I would challenge you to try working a little bit faster. If it felt just right, then do things the same. And if it felt too hard, then maybe you need to slow down and take it a little bit slower or do just the leg movements, okay? Okay, here we go. So we're going to start marching with those jump rope arms. Halfway there. Halfway through, keep it up. Three, two, one. All right, rest. Take a rest break. And then the next one is going to be those heel kicks where you're tapping the foot out, trying to contact with the heel, keeping those arms moving. All right, here we go. Kick and move those arms. Halfway there. Halfway through. Keep on going.
3, 2, 1.
Okay, take a rest break. Our third one is that step out to the side. Again, also trying to keep those arms going. All right, here we go again. Arms and tap. Halfway through.
Three, two, one.
Okay,
Rest.
take another rest break, and then we're going to move on to those mini jumps or actual jumps if you are able and want to leave the ground for our next 45 seconds. Okay, here we go.
1, go.
So trying to keep that bouncing or those jumps with your arm movements.
Halfway there.
Halfway through.
3, 2, 1.
All right, take a rest break, and then we're going to finish with our disco moves. So our reach and step out, okay? And we'll be all done with our warm up. All right, here we go. Down and up.
Halfway there.
Halfway through, so we're going to switch.
One.
All right. All done with our warm up. Okay, let's just set that aside till the end. Okay, next one is working on sit to stand. So again, this is where I want everyone to have a chair available. If you don't have a chair available, you could also just do squats. So from a standing position to squatting down and kind of adding these extra moves. But hopefully you are all warmed up because we're going to do a lot of sit to stands in this next block. So the first one is a traditional power up. If you've taken our class before or know what those are, you're basically going to reach forward, come up to standing, and then bringing those arms back to really promote that upright posture. Then when you go to sit down, you're going to do the opposite. So you're going to focus on that control as you're still shifted forward and sitting your butt back into the chair. If you're unable to come to a standing position, you will follow Darby. She's going to do the traditional power up move from sitting, okay? We're going to try to do 10 of these with good quality. So I really want you to focus on how good you're making your sit to stands, not necessarily how fast. So you might need to adapt from the speed that Darby and I perform these, okay? And that's okay. All right, so again, we're going to do that nice big forward lean, coming up tall, squeeze, and then we're going to sit down and go slow. So nice, slow, controlled sit. Perfect. So that's one. So reach forward, come up, 2, reach forward, control down, that's 2. Again, reach, up, squeeze, up tall, come down, reach, and sit. Oh, the other thing I forgot to mention, make sure your feet are nice and wide apart. Don't have them together like this, trying to do these exercises. You want a good stable base. Okay, and again, so reach forward and up tall. Good, reach forward as you're sitting back. That's 4. Up, 5. Down, up, 6. Control that down. Good, 7. Up, 8. Good. Control. Come up. 9. Good. Reach. Control. Last one. Forward. Up. Control. Reach forward and down. Good. So that was 10. So we're going to take a little bit of a rest break because those are not easy. They're big full body moves, which is what we want. But then the next series that we're going to do is the same sit to stand. But what I want you to do is when you come up, you're going to rock, rock. So you're going to weight shift and then control that good sitting back down. So the same sit to stand sequence. We're just adding a different power move in between. All right, here we go. So we're going to go forward, come all the way up, rock, rock. And then good control coming down. And then this time you can see I have my hands on my knees. I'm not reaching all the way far forward like we did the first one. So coming up, rock, rock. That's 2. And coming down, controlled. And up, 3. Rock, good control. And up, rock, rock. 4, forward, reach, reach. 5, down, and up. Reach, reach. 6, down, forward. Reach, reach. 7, down, up. Reach, reach. 8, down. Hopefully you're still working on those good controlled movements. Coming up, rock, rock. 9, down, and last one. Up, rock, rock, and take a rest. Good job. So hopefully you can feel your legs working. Good strength exercise here. Plus really working on the quality with that forward anterior reach and coming up. Okay, so I'm going to let you catch your breath here for another minute. And then we're going to repeat the same thing, but this time we're going to add in our twist. So if you're new, again, the twist, we're going to come up here. Your arms are going to come out, similar to the first position, but we're going to add a clap, clap. We're doing that twist and then coming down again into that nice sitting upright posture. We'll wait another few seconds or so. All right. And if you guys are ready, you can join Darby and I. We're going to stand. Again, that big forward lean, adding a twist. 1, 2, open up big. Control that sit. Good. 1, up. Turn, turn. 2, controlled sit. Up, open, twist, twist, open. 3, down, up. Open, twist, open, twist, open, and sit. 4, up. Good. 5, hold, sits, up, open. Good. 6, almost done with all these. Up, open, twist, twist. 7, come down, come back up, twist, twist, sit, good, up, twist, open, twist, open, good. Last one, up, open, twist, twist, and a good controlled sit on that last one. Good. We'll take another little rest break here. And then our last set in this block is a step. So we're going to do 2 different things on this block. We're still going to work on our standing up. So you're going to do a good sit to stand. But this time I want you to step as though you're going to step forward to leave the chair or walk somewhere. And we're going to do a step one side, step the other way. And then you're going to step back, sit. Make sure you land in the chair so you can reach your hands back behind you to kind of guide you since we are moving away from the chair. So that's 1. And then on the alternate, we're going to stand up and we're going to take a step sideways, and then coming down to a sit. Okay? So you'll just follow Darby and I, whether you're stepping forward or stepping sideways. Okay. So let's start again. We're going to start again, keep those feet nice and wide apart. You're going to lean forward, come up to that stand, and you're going to step, come back, step, come back, reach back, find your chair, and sit. Okay? Again, so we're going to come up, forward. We're going to step out sideways this time. 1, 2, come back, reach your hands back, come to a good controlled sit. That's 2. And then reposition those feet so they're far apart, okay? Okay. Forward. And then a forward. 1, 2, and reach back and sit. That's 3. Come to stand, up, step out, step out. There's 4. Reach back and sit. And up, forward. Forward, that's 5. Reach back, sit, stand up, step, step, good. Reach back and sit. Am I at 6? Stand up, step forward, come back, reach back, sit. That's 7. Up tall, step out, good. Step out, come back, reach back, and sit. That's 8. Again, up, step forward, good. Reach back, plant and sit, good. Up, and step out, come back, reach back, slow, controlled sit. Very good. That concludes all of our sit to stand series today. So you did a lot of sit to stand. So good job. You might feel that in the legs with some fatigue. All right. And we're going to finish with a power flow. So again, if you're new to us, you just saw the introductory power moves. Now we're going to put those all together just without the sit to stands. Okay. So we're going to do 5 of these kind of going through before we go on to our balance. So the first one is just that reach and up, rock, rock, open into that twist, twist, and then coming into our step, step. So again, a little bit coordination, a little bit of remembering the sequence to put all these things together, okay? We're gonna try to do 5 in a row. Here we go. So we're gonna power up, rock, rock, twist, twist, and step, and step. Good. Bring those feet apart. Power up, rock, rock, open, twist, twist. Bring those feet together and step, and step. That's 2. Bring those feet apart. We power up, we rock, rock, open, and twist, open, twist, open, feet together, and step, and step. Very good. Bring those feet apart. We got 2 more. Reach, power up, rock, rock, open, twist, open, twist, open, feet together, and step, and step. Last one. Feet apart, power up, rock, rock, open, and twist, open, twist, open, feet together, and step, and step. Very good. All right, so hopefully you were, able to keep up with that one. A lot of amplitude, again, remembering that sequence and kind of flowing through with all that weight shifting. Okay, next we're gonna move into some balance work. So if you still have your chair handy, you can kind of move it to the side of you, or if you're next to a wall and you need a little extra support, you can have that chair there for you. To do so, we are going to start and we're gonna put one foot in front of the other. So again, like this, I am in that heel toe position. If that is already too challenging for you to just put your foot in that position and maintain it, you can do what Darby just showed, where you can bring those feet apart, leave some space in between so they're not directly together, and that should help you balance. If that is still too difficult, again, bring it back, but still keep them slightly staggered, but they don't have to be as far in front. Okay, so I want you to make this as challenging as you need to make it a good balance challenge for you. And again, chair is there if you need to, but we are going to try to do some posture movements at the same time. So I want you to start with your arms kind of down into this W, and then you're gonna press them up and together, almost into like an I. And we're gonna do 10 of those while we balance. Okay, so we're gonna come down and up. 1, 2, and from a balance perspective, 3, if you kind of focus on something stable in the distance, 4, that can help you balance. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good. So we're going to take a little bit of a rest break. You can shake out your arms, shake out your legs, and then we're going to repeat that, but we're going to put the opposite foot in the back. So whatever foot you just had, we're going to switch it, put that one in the back, bring the opposite one to the front or to the side or in that staggered stance, wherever you are. And we're going to repeat that same upper body move, okay? So good upright posture, pull those shoulders back, elbows stay tucked down, and then we're coming up and reaching together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Very good. All right, so we're gonna shake our legs out again. Give them a little break. Give your arms and your shoulders a little bit of a break. And we're going to move into our next one. So again, we're combining this posture with your balance. So we're going to go back into one foot in front of the other, or whatever your previous stance was. And this time I want you to start with those arms out in front of you. Your index fingers are going to kind of touch together. And then you're going to pull back like you're pulling into a row. Okay. So we're going to do 10 of those in this position, and then we'll switch and repeat 10 on the other one. Okay, here we go. So together and pull out. 1. So really work on keeping your posture up nice and tall. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Very good. You can shake it out, and then we're going to switch sides again. We're going to put the opposite foot back, opposite foot forward, and start over. So let's bring those arms out and together and pull back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good. All right, take a little rest break, shake it out, and we're going to do one more balance exercise before we move on to our stretches. So we're going to go back into that tandem or that heel toe or staggered, wherever you are. And for this one, we're going to work on taking a step out and then bringing it back. So we're going to do 10 of those. That's step out, and you can see as I'm stepping out, my weight is shifting towards that stepping foot, okay? And that's what's going to help keep me balanced. Again, if your wall or your chair is still close by, this one's pretty difficult, so have your hand here for some support as you're doing that step if you need it, okay? Okay, here we go. So we're going to step out, 1, and back. 2, 3. If it's too hard to be in this narrowed stance, 4. You can also go just from your feet together. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Very good. And then we're going to switch sides. So that back foot is the one that you're stepping to, or stepping out with, I should say. Okay, here we go. Step out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Very good. Okay, we're now going to go into some stretching, so an active cool down. And with this one, we're going to start here, and then again, if you're you're sitting, you'll follow Darby. But we're going to work on just touching our toes. So trying to come down. If you can't quite reach your toes, that's okay. Reach down towards your ankle and come back up. Okay, nice and slow. Make sure you're coming up to that good posture. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good. Take a break from that one. Kind of rest. Okay. And then if you have your chair nearby or your wall, you're going to work on kind of stepping back, and you're going to kind of hinge your hips back. So I'm pushing my hips back and then forward to try to get a little bit in through our hamstrings. If you're sitting, you can extend one leg out and do a scoop. Okay. So we're going to come back and forth. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Very good. Okay. Next, we're going to try to get in through the front of the hip and into the front of the leg if we can. So for this one, if you're standing, you are going to take a step forward and then try to reach up. And again, that leg that's back, you should feel a pretty good stretch. You can see Darby's dropping her leg down, and then we're going to switch. A big step forward and a big tall reach. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay. And then the last one we're going to do today, this will challenge your balance too if you are standing. But I want you just to bring that ankle forward, and we're going to do some ankle rolls. Make sure they're big circles. We're going to get it to move in all directions. Okay, good. And then you're going to go in reverse, so that counterclockwise direction in big circles. Again, holding on to your chair if you need to for your balance, or just challenging your balance a little extra today. Okay, and then we're going to switch to the other side. Again, I'm going to go clockwise first. All right, good. And then we're going to flip it in reverse. All right. And that is all for today. So hopefully you guys had a good, good workout. Thank you for joining us, as always. Hope you guys have a good rest of your day.